So the ingredients for the Tajine Bharta are on your screen, but we will discuss all the ingredients while making it. So here we have 2 brinjals and some cloves. What we need to do is we need to pierce them or stud them with the cloves. So at least 4 to 5 cloves per brinjal. Now we will roast them on open fire. You can use a gas or a burner if you have. Otherwise, you can use wood-fired oven, charcoal oven. If you have a bonfire happening at your place, please go ahead. We will keep turning them on the open fire for at least 2 to 3 minutes. The idea behind is for the internal core to become softer and the outside to become crispier. Once done, you just keep them covered in a pot in a container for at least 5 minutes. It becomes much easier to peel. While peeling, don't worry about some tits and bits of skin being left on it, because bharta literally translates into something which is very rustic and everything mashed together. So for the gravy, I will take 1 onion, cut it into half and make chopped onion out of it, and the other half I am just making rough slices. Now I'm also taking 2 tomatoes and I'm treating them the same way I treated the poor onions. Roughly chop them and use whole garlic buds. We will lightly toast some whole coriander seed because they will give nice body in the dish. We will also toast some cumin and ajwain seeds. Now we will lightly crush these seeds, which you can see, but we will make a fine powder of these. Now this is the Moroccan tagine that I was talking about. I bought it from Morocco, Casablanca, some 2 years back. It's a beautiful piece of an art. It's literally a clay oven. You need to preheat this dish and whatever you cook in this will come out stunning. It'll be so much earthy flavor. So they take a long time to get hot, so you need to preheat it, and once ready, you just start adding the oil into it, and once the oil is done, you add a pinch of asafoetida and followed by some green chilies. So the green chilies in the hot oil will mellow down the spiciness. Followed by roughly chopped onions, whole garlic buds, and give it a quick stir. After a while you can add the sliced onion. Remember to keep the fire as high as possible because you want everything to be still having a bite in it. The onions should still taste a bit crunchier when you chew them. Now goes your ginger into the dish, followed by chopped tomatoes and some salt over it. We know that adding salt while cooking speeds up the cooking, and we want this thing to get cooked as fast as possible because the more time you leave it on the fire, the mushier the ingredients will become. So now here you can see after adding salt, it has started to come out, a bit better. Now we add dried mango powder for tanginess, roasted coriander seed which were crushed, and the cumin and ajwain powder which is good for digestion as well. So let these cover for at least 5 minutes because the flavor needs to evolve out of it. Now after 5 minutes we'll add some turmeric powder, dry Kashmiri chili powder and some garam masala powder. I'm not a big fan of whole spices because if you're eating and you bite on a clove or a pepper, the flavor is too much to handle. Now here goes your roasted brinjal inside the dish. Lightly toss each and everything, mix it together for the flavor to imbibe properly. Cover it for 5 minutes. We'll prepare a tempering quickly. Heat 2 tablespoons of ghee or clarified butter. Switch off the flame and then add your Kashmiri red chili powder and the fenugreek leaves because these are powdered spices. They will burn if you keep cooking them for a long time. Just throw these things over the top of bharta, and please remember to switch off the fire at this particular point of time only because as I told you, these pots are made up of clay. They are thick So they store a lot of heat inside them for a long time, So even after you switch it off, it'll still be bubbling like a sizzler. Now you add corianders and cover it for a while. Let these Kashmiri red chili and coriander and fenugreek develop their flavor. And the best thing about the Moroccan pots is just take it directly on your dining table.